Okay, so quickly I'll introduce myself, and we will have regular class from tomorrow onwards, right? And the timing will be same. Link also will be same for tomorrow. The link will be same. Next weekend onwards, I'll share the new link, right? So in tomorrow's class, I will be sharing the link. You can all join through that new link, right? Or you will get the new link to your email, right? Next weekend onwards, the link will change. So today is the last demo class. If you have already attended my demos before and if you don't have any question, you can leave. But otherwise, if it is today's your first class, you be there. Because it's a weekend batch and the classes are little like longer, 2.5 hours. So before I start the batch, I just want to make sure all your queries and everything is clear. So I will not take much of your time because there are a lot of demo sessions already I have taken. All the recordings are already there in YouTube. You can check. I'll just quickly summarize if you have any doubt. I'll just take you through the course content, and if you have any question, you can ask, right? Okay, so before I just take you through the course content, let me quickly introduce myself. I will be your course instructor. I have around 12 years of experience altogether, right? Out of which 8 years into data science and then 4 years into software engineering. I have completed my master's in 2016 in computer science. My major was machine learning and big data. I have one patent. I completed my master's from IIIT. And currently I'm working as a principal data scientist in one of the Fortune 50 company, right? Prior to this, I was working with Goldman Sachs and different other, like, mostly my experience lies with banking sector. Like I worked with Paytm and yeah, also I was a part of General Electric where I worked on different kind of computer vision and NLP related projects. Okay, so coming back to this teaching experience, I'm into this. Teaching is my passion, and I'm into this. Whole teaching. If you ask me, then I think I started teaching when I was in my engineering days. Right, I used to teach maths, but this data science I started like almost. It's been like 8 years now, and multiple batches I have completed in different institutes. And I was also visiting faculty in Reva University, Bangalore. Yeah, so this is my short background. You can find me on LinkedIn. Just search my name, Sasmitha Data Science. You will find my name in LinkedIn, right? You can send me request. Okay, coming to the curriculum. I think all of you who have enrolled or who have joined this demo, right? You must have heard this term like generative AI before. And AI is so common nowadays. Everywhere, wherever you go, you will hear about AI. About generative AI, what is AI, what is deep learning, machine learning, everything I have already told in the last demo sessions. I'll just keep it really short. I will just make sure all your questions I am answering today. I'll talk less and answer more of your questions, right? Because today is the last demo session. Tomorrow onwards, we will have regular class. And we will start with deep learning tomorrow onwards. So first algorithm, we will start with our complete artificial neural network, right? So what is deep learning and all that, we will start from tomorrow. Also, I'll tell you about system configuration. Everything we will start from tomorrow. So today it is just the last demo, right? Okay, what you will get out of this course, you must have heard about this generative AI so often. And this course is for everyone, right? Who can enroll for this course? The first question is who can enroll, right? What is the prerequisite for this course? Or who can enroll for this course? So anyone who can enroll. So anyone who wants to come into AI space, who wants to understand what is artificial intelligence in a complete technical way, not just like the courses that you are looking in internet, like prompt engineering. If you know prompt engineering, you know ChatGPT. It's not like that. That is for non-technical people, like people who are not into IT, right? For developers, this course will help you to understand the background as well as the application, both in depth. So when you are using any kind of tool, right, you should know how the tool is created, like what is the behind the scene picture, right? So you all use GPT so often, but you don't know the architecture behind it. What is the advantage of knowing everything from scratch till advanced level? The advantage is many time what you see and what will happen is there is a like lot much difference. You will not believe in real time the generative AI, when you like give a proposal, it has to be I mean, it is very difficult to pass a proposal because there are a lot of things that you need to take care. And many of the time, 70-80% of the time, the model will not work, right? It like you have seen ChatGPT, how it will hallucinate. And really you cannot, like you are building a like enterprise level chatbot, and obviously you cannot afford if it is hallucinating, right? It will directly interact with your clients. So in those cases, the model will fail. And if you are just a engineer who just know prompt engineering, doesn't know the details about it, and you will fail drastically. So this course is a very much technical course. Again, let me tell you, it's a very much technical course where I am just taking you as a beginner or zero knowledge. And at the end of this course, you will be able to build generative AI solution end to end independently. Not only build, you will also able to maintain it. Means what? If anything is going wrong, you will know why it is not working and how to basically improve the accuracy of the model. How? Because I'm teaching you from scratch. What I expect is just Python. I'm expecting you should know basic Python, like the core Python part. But there is nothing, no other requirement. If you just know core Python or any other programming language, quickly, if you can learn that core Python concepts like variable functions and all, there is no other requirement, right? Rest all, the maths, the everything I will take care. From day one, from tomorrow onwards, we will start with deep learning. So why we are learning deep learning? Deep learning is a branch of artificial intelligence. This is a subject which ChatGPT is using, or which all the LLM, large language models, and all the foundation models are using. Behind the scene, it is all deep learning models. So we will understand from very simple algorithm, like the starting algorithm called ANN, artificial neural network, to a very advanced algorithm like GAN, generative adversarial network. And also we will discuss about transformers. So why we are learning transformers? Transformers are the real architecture that is used behind GPTs. So after taking this course, if you have to build your own model from scratch, right, you can do it. That is the strength of this course, right? It's not only the tools, it is the technology behind the tool that you will learn. And all of these things we will learn in two ways. One is the theory part, which is very important, because any generative AI interview, they will ask you a lot of questions from the theory, right? Just to understand whether you are a real, like you have some solid foundation knowledge or just the tools you are using, right? So they will ask you what is decoder, what is encoder, what is the difference between this architecture to that architecture. A lot of theoretical question you will face. And that's the reason we are learning all the algorithm in detail, line by line. I will have my iPad. I will derive everything, all the equations we will learn. So one is the theory. And the second one is the practical. So we are going to use TensorFlow and PyTorch. So what is PyTorch and TensorFlow? These are the deep learning libraries that you can use to build anything from scratch. So in this first module, you are not going to use any pre-trained model. Rather, you are taking raw data and like you are building end-to-end models from scratch. You will do model training, you will do model validation. If the model is not working, you will do hyperparameter tuning. You will change the accuracy by doing some like by following the steps. So you will understand how the model really works. And in real time, if it is failing, what do you mean by hyperparameter tuning? Everything. So this module will actually help you a lot later in this course, right? Okay, now once you are very good with deep learning concepts, all the algorithms you know, and also this course is a hands-on course. And in this first module also, 2 to 3 projects we will do end to end. And these projects we will build using PyTorch and TensorFlow, Keras. And what we will learn end-to-end deep learning, how to create. Fine. Now, once you know this, next thing that you need to know is called NLP basic, natural language processing, or text mining. All the generative AI tools that you will be using in future will be based on unstructured data, like text data, image data kind of data, right? So you should have some knowledge. This course is more focused towards text, but if you want to know or build systems, you should know the data first, right? So you will understand the data, like text data. What is text mining? What is top word? What is lemmatization? What do you mean by n-gram? What all applications I can build? What many people today, they don't know what you can build out of AI, right? So they're just blind on that aspect. But once you know what you can do, it will definitely help you. So the second module is all about your text mining. And from zero, it will be complete hands-on. Again, we will build one more project using this NLP concept. And the third module in this course, what is the third module? The third module, we will be learning about generative AI. So from third module onwards, it's actually, these are the prerequisites actually, which I will cover. I'm not expecting you to know this. I will cover. Third module onwards, we will start our generative AI course. And the first thing that we will learn here is called prompt engineering. And again, it is not like how to ask question. Yes, that is there, but lot of different advanced techniques, like what is react means, what is chain of thought prompting means. If you can master this thing, right? So I mean, you can do wonder, because many people today, they struggle, they don't know how to ask the right question. Today's difficulty is asking the right question. Answers anyway you will get. If you ask the right question in a right way, you will get the right answer. And that is called prompt engineering. So we will learn 8 to 10 different kind of prompting. What is chain of thought? So how to, I will give you a lot of examples, and it is again hands-on. So without that prompt and with a simple prompt and with advanced prompt, what is the difference in output? I will show you real-time examples. And that is the first module. After prompt engineering, we will go with cloud platforms. Basically, I will just write it paid. Paid means what? All the cloud platforms which are paid. So we are taking two famous one. One is GCP and one is Azure. These two are the most famous one. So what cloud we will learn? We will learn Azure OpenAI. So why Azure OpenAI? Many of the companies who are using Microsoft product, they're going with Azure OpenAI because of security concern, right? So we will learn Azure OpenAI framework, right? Again, what do you mean by framework? So without knowing anything, if you want to build GenAI application today only using cloud, you can do everything. After completing this module, using Azure OpenAI end-to-end solution, fine-tuning also they have added. So you can build end-to-end GenAI solution only using the framework. That we will learn. And then we will learn GCP, Google Cloud Platform. Mostly we have Vertex AI and Model Garden and all that. So we will be learning lot of services offered by Google, mostly Gemini models, multimodal. So these two you will learn in the second module of generative AI. Again, I will not pay a lot of attention to this, but at least the framework you will be very well known. And this is again all hands-on. So don't worry about projects. This course is loaded with projects. So here 3 projects. Here we will build almost 5 to 10 projects. And using Gemini, I think we will be building 10 to 12 projects, right? And I will take care of everything. So how to create account, how to install, how to write code, everything I will take care, right? You no need to worry about anything. Once this is done, the next thing that we will learn is open source. And this is the trend right now, because a lot of contribution, right? So what open source we will learn? The first thing is we will learn a framework, because there are a lot of models. For every model, we cannot use. So the problem is, if you learn this framework, that framework, there are thousands of frameworks. Let's say somebody is going with Claude, then there is another framework. How many frameworks you will learn? You learn unified framework, and that is called LangChain, which will help you to integrate with anything. So LangChain is the prime or cream of this course. End to end, we will learn. And after LangChain, we will learn about Hugging Face. Okay. Now, Hugging Face is the platform for all the open source models, dataset, everything. So how to integrate Hugging Face and LangChain we will learn. And then the open source models that we are going to use, lot many, I cannot write, but Grok we will use, Mistral we will use, Llama we will use. And all of this we will be using local to our system by using a tool called Ollama. We will download and we will use. And not only that, we will also build lot many applications here. What kind of application we will learn? So using this LangChain, Hugging Face, Llama, Mistral, and all of this, we will be building applications related to RAG. And this platform, this particular concept is so famous. Any interview you go, they will ask you retrieval augmented generation. So what is RAG? How to create a complete RAG framework using all of this open source, that we will understand. Along with that, I will teach you a very advanced module called agents, which is kind of trending right now. In agents, we have 3 platforms. I will be taking 2. One is your AutoGen and one is your Creo AI. So mostly I'll be using Creo AI. So what is this? This is just a framework and LangChain agents. Using both of this, we will create an agentic framework, right? Means we will build some application which are which are mostly agent based. So that is a little advanced once we understood about RAG and all that. So if you are, these terms are jargon to you, so just understand the flow. Don't worry about anything. I will take care of all the modules. I'm just telling you the flow. But if you are not understanding anything, that's absolutely fine, right? What I'm trying to tell you is at the end of this course, there is a flow and we are following the flow, and you will be expert in building solutions end to end because you know everything. So what is needed? So sometimes this model, whatever you will build, like, right, it will fail. And the last module of this course is very important. You will not find it. That's called model evaluation. So how we will evaluate our model means if the model is not working, how we will enhance the accuracy of the model. So we will also learn concept like fine tuning, right? You must have heard about this. Fine tuning and quantization. So these are the methods that we will use to improve the model accuracy. So this is the complete framework that you will learn in this course. Starting with very basics, like initial few classes will be, I don't know, if you don't enjoy deep learning, it might be a little boring, but these are the foundation model. Or if you understand this, you will understand fine tuning. I no need to spend a lot of time, but people who directly jump here, they suffer a lot. They will build things, but they cannot maintain it. They cannot improve the accuracy. They cannot answer the questions, like how it is hallucinating. And trust me, this is 80% of the people are in this category, right? They just jump into GenAI without knowing anything blindly. So it's like, I am not a web developer today. I don't know anything about React and other things, right? I think, okay, ChatGPT is there. I can build websites by myself. So what I did do is I just directly use tools to just create pages, and that is dangerous, right? It's very dangerous. Sometimes the website might crash also because I have not implemented simple things. And that's very common. I'm not from web development background. How about a person who has done web development for 10 years and now he got this powerful tools? So for that person, it is very helpful, not for me. Exactly same thing, right? Do not use generative AI blindly. You should know the background first and then you use the tools, right? That is a correct way of using the tools. Many people, they think they are very good data scientist or AI because AI is automating AI. That is not the correct way. You should know the foundation knowledge, like what is machine learning, what is deep learning, what is the algorithms are all about, how it is working behind the scene. What do you mean by model training means? What exactly happening? How to improve the model accuracy? What are the weights and biases means? What is parameter? What is all of these things? Once you know this, from this onwards, it will be very easy. If you know this easily you can relate, right? And then the same 3 project, which we have spent maybe one complete weekend to do. Now the same 3 projects, after knowing this entire generative AI stack, same 3 projects I will do in 5 minutes, not even 10 minutes. It is 5 minutes. I'll just write 10 to 12 lines of code, and the 3 projects which we have done using 1 weekend, 2 hours, can be done in 5 minutes. Why? Because we are using pre-trained model. So you will understand all of this when you go to the course, but this is the overall flow. Let me repeat: deep learning, NLP, and then we will jump into generative AI. In generative AI, and we have a lot of modules. In generative AI, first we will start with prompt engineering, and then we will go with Azure OpenAI, and then GCP Vertex AI. After that, we will focus on open source. In open source, we will learn about Llama Index, LangChain, Hugging Face. These are the frameworks. And once you are knowing the frameworks, we'll start building the applications. What application we will build? We will build a lot of chatbots. We will build agentic applications like web crawler agent and lot many other market research analyst agent, right? A lot of different agents we will build. And then finally, we will go with RAG. And we will see it will hallucinate. RAG will not work. Simple questions it can answer. If you ask direct reasoning based question, it will not work. So we will again go with evaluation metrics to improve the accuracy of RAG. That is with fine tuning and quantization. So this is the whole framework. Any doubt in this? Any question? Previous recording, see, I'm just telling you at a very high level. Previous recording, Institute will share with everyone. I will request them to share the recording with everyone, right? So that you will, and the syllabus is already there. You can just go through the syllabus from the Google Drive. Any other question?
Don't we have any AWS related AI tools?
No, AW is not very useful for, and many of you will agree with me. Yes, AW is great. Overall, if you look at the overall architecture, like if you want cloud services, AW is good. But with respect to AI, with respect to generative AI, I think Google and Microsoft, they are the owner. So Google has Gemini, Microsoft has OpenAI, right? So those are the most trending ones. And we have Claude, Anthropic Claude, which is again same equivalent. But if you look at Google and Microsoft, they provide everything. Like they have their storage, they have their SQL, they have their services like AI services, like models, like everything. So when you think about a product, you have to think about everything, right? End to end. So the problem is you can take AWS machine and then store it in GCP, and you can also use GCP model and store in AWS. That hybrid approach anyway you can able to do, right? But for modeling, I think for services, I think GCP and Azure are the most famous one. Okay. The problem with AWS is it has its own own LLM tool is not very famous, right? But Google and Microsoft, they have their own tools. That's the advantage they have over AWS or Amazon, right?
Yeah. And when can I get that this thing course material? Like what is the syllabus and all you're teaching? Is this the only the one that you
No,
explained? Or?
there is a syllabus, complete syllabus is there. And I think tomorrow you can get the syllabus. So this
Okay.
is the complete syllabus that I have explained. So we will start from here. Tomorrow also you join, right? And tomorrow there will be no demo. So any people who joined tomorrow for the first time, let them attend the class. After the class, we will discuss, right? Like if you have any queries, I can answer. But tomorrow it will be a 1.5 hour class. It is actually 2.5 hours, but I will just take 1.5 hours. Tomorrow is the first class. I don't want to rush. Next weekend onwards, we have regular class. And the class timing will be 7 to 9:30, 7 to 9:30. There will be a lot of assignments which you can practice on the weekdays. And the duration of the course, already it is mentioned, like 10 weekends. And course recordings will be provided to you. Materials will be provided to you. Like this is my current ML Ops batch. So like this, you will get all the folders and everything. And you should know who is teaching and why somebody is, like you can see a lot of instructor nowadays are like, market is full of lot of things, right? So basically you should check the profile when you are learning courses like cloud and cyber security and data engineering, data science. People from industry should only teach you. And I should be like, okay, so currently I am totally into Gen AI. I am building Gen AI products and I'm facing challenges in real time. I know what kind of challenges you may face. I am also attending interviews for myself, right? And I have gone through a lot of real-time interviews related to Gen AI, and I know what kind of pattern should come. And accordingly, the syllabus is basically designed. So, I mean, you can just take the syllabus and compare. First of all, getting a good syllabus and good end-to-end interactive, not the videos only, but interactive class with respect to generative AI, I think it is lacking till now because the domain is very new. You will not get a lot of courses offered by many people. It is limited where you can get everything end to end. Second thing is, even if it is there, but I think they're not updating the syllabus. You will not find all the topics that I have told here is present there, like agents, and I think there are a lot many other advances also. Let me see if I can include those. Like knowledge graph is currently something which is very trending right now. Graph-based RAG is very trending right now, right? So all the trending things that you should learn when you're learning generative AI, because that is what they will ask in the interview, right? So that is, everything is included based on industry standard, right? So syllabus, I will only share with you. So basically in tomorrow's class, I will share the link of this particular document with everyone in the chat window. You can just download the syllabus, okay? When you connect tomorrow, so what I need to do is I'll share this link and you can download the syllabus by yourself and check. It's very detailed. Everything is one by one. It is there. Every point is one by one. And we will exactly follow the syllabus from day one. Tomorrow, when you connect, these are the topics that we will discuss, basically, right? So, yeah.
Hi, Sasmitha. This is Ram here. Good morning.
Yeah,
This is the first day. This is the first day for me. Actually, I am from Java backend experience. What are the prerequisites for me to enter into this generative AI?
as I said, the prerequisite is, I think you are from Java, then Python is very, very, I mean, it is very easy, right? As compared to Java. Having said that, if you don't have Python knowledge, the good thing is it's a weekend batch. So you have enough time, I think till like next week, and you have some 7 to 10 days of time. And within this window, you can just practice some core Python. This is a very, I mean, there are many important topics to be covered. So I have a separate batch for Python. Like it is basically MLOps where I take care of Python for data science modules like Pandas, Plotly, I teach. This is not needed. Pandas is not needed because it's all unstructured data, but core Python knowledge you should have. Like what is a function, how to basically create a, like let's say variable or simple data structures. What is a object-oriented concept? If you have some knowledge, what is a class, how to create an object, what is a module, what is a library in Python. So if you don't have that knowledge, please go through some initial level of videos. Even if you don't know that, I think the way we write code here is little different. We will be using frameworks. It's not the pure Python code, right? We will be using frameworks. Like when you're using LangChain, there is a certain way you will write the program. Are you getting? So it's a library oriented structure. So I think that makes it easy for you to understand. You will understand if you have basic background of Python. So my suggestion is, if you are from Java background, learn Python, at least the core fundamental Python before next class, right? Tomorrow's class, anyway, you will able to adjust because it's just the theory class. I will talk about the algorithm. Will not do any coding tomorrow, but next weekend when you join, once we complete the ANN algorithm, we will implement it, right, in one project. So we need Python in that. So I think you have 7 to 8 days of time. You practice Python in this. I'm not saying you to complete the whole Python series, but at least the basic Python.
I understand the Python program language, but apart from this Python program language, what are the prerequisites before entering
Nothing
into
is the
this
prerequisite.
session?
No
Oh,
prerequisite. So
you mean to say that only Python is the required for
yes,
this?
yes. Because other prerequisite I am covering. Deep learning is required, which I am covering from scratch.
Okay, okay. Thanks, Sasmitha.
Yeah. People might ask, okay, I don't know machine learning, but again, you are not saying machine learning. you really don't need machine learning, trust me, because it is not tabular data or structured data. If you have that, then you need machine learning. And that is also equally important. But if your goal is to come into AI, I think that you should learn. But if your goal is to learn generative AI, all the generative AI is built on deep learning. You check any model, Llama, and then Mistral, and then GPTs, and then Gemini, everything, the data, the input in which the models are trained are images, videos, audio, speech, and then text, right? So it's completely different. It's independent of machine learning. You really don't need. If you have zero knowledge in machine learning also, you can 100% understand everything. Deep learning is the base for all of these models, right? Now you can ask me, why should I learn machine learning? Then it has its own thing. I think in the MLOps class, I told you. So it is equally important as deep learning. Sometimes if you have tabular data, now this generative AI will be a very expensive solution for a simple problem, right? Which can be easily solved using ML. You really don't need such complex system when you're just predicting sales or some basic things you're doing. You can directly go with ML and structured data and tabular data, right? Generative AI is, you must be thinking, I am using open source, so it should be free. No, open source is also costly because, see, there is always a cost and accuracy trade-off. So if the cost is more, accuracy will be less. And if the accuracy is more, if the cost is more, accuracy will be more. If the cost is less, accuracy will be less. What do you mean by that? Let's say you thought, okay, I don't have that much enough memory. Let's say I have 16 GB of RAM. Let me use a lightweight model, small language model, not large language. So yes, you can do that. In that way, you can save memory, and in other way, you can save cost. But what about the accuracy? Small language model means accuracy will be dropping. Now, let's say you want to increase the accuracy of the model. So you thought of using Llama 70 billion or any other model which has large set of parameters. Now, just to load that model, you need memory. And hence, you need a high-end machine. And not only loading, right? It's like about fine-tuning. It's about a lot of things, maintaining. So fine-tuning is a process of retraining the model, which requires, again, a good memory. Now, you will go with cloud options, like whether it is okay, you must be thinking about buying a laptop, but that's local to you, right? You think about a product, so you have to deploy it. So somewhere on the cloud, you have to take machines for rent. That has a cost. So what I'm trying to tell you is this generative AI is expensive. So if you have ROI, good ROI, then only company will approve you. If it is a very simple solution, like you are doing time series prediction, why you need generative AI for that? You just use ML. But let's say you are translating or you are applying OCR. So you definitely need generative AI. So you have to invest and you can get the solutions. Nowadays it is becoming cheaper and cheaper, but it is not free. ML is free. Like you just train, like in your 16 GB model RAM, you can easily train. You really don't need hi-fi machine. You can easily train your data and deploy within fraction of second. And it's much cheaper. Right? So it depends like what kind of solution. So when you are a data scientist, you are full stack. So you can handle anything. So that's the reason ML and DL both you should learn. But this generative AI, if you want to learn, there is absolutely no requirement of ML. It's all depends on deep learning. Okay, so the prerequisite with confidence, I'm telling only Python is the prerequisite. Rest all is covered. Okay, I hope I answered your query.
Ma'am, basically your generative
Yes,
AI
yes.
from raw data, we are generating as structured data, right? Again, actually, that is the concept.
It's not about data. It's about model, right? It's about the algorithm, right? So before what was happening is, now what you can see is AI is becoming generic. Okay. AI was specific, but now it is becoming generic. It is good and bad both way, right? So when it was specific, people used to go in a hard way. Hard way means what I remember in 2016, 17, 18, my days in General Electric, I have done lot of projects in NLP and deep learning from scratch. So we have this, GE is a manufacturer company, lot of products they have. They manufacture inverters, luckily I was a part of digital team, which is basically horizontal. Vertically, we were serving healthcare, and we were serving aviation, we were serving renewable energy, we were serving oil and gas, we were serving transportation. So we have different segments, and that's the reason I got to know about different types of problems. So the thing is, computer vision, when I used to do that time, it was a 6-month project. 6 month, you will not believe. Means it was so difficult. Image processing, we need to learn OpenCV. That was a tool. I remember, like, it was very difficult. Everything you need to write long, lengthy code, 200, 300 lines of code just to process a simple thing. But now I just laugh at myself if I look at those things and those days and these days, which is so generic. Today, if I want to build any image or a text application, it just will take some maybe seconds or minutes, not even hours, because of this Gen AI, right? That's the advancement happen. So now the thing is, good thing is, people like anyone can use Gen AI with small amount of training. Like if you know the background of deep learning, quickly you can upgrade. Because of Gen AI, you are not writing a lot of code, right? And it is generic. Anyone, like a software engineer, can also become a AI engineer after learning this, because they can build awesome tools and services. But the downside is automation. You can see, right, what is happening. So it's like I am building tool which will eat my own job. It's like it's like that, right? So you are harming yourself in the process of advancement. I feel in that way. So we are harming ourselves. Like the tree in which we are sitting, that is the same branch we are cutting. So it's like that, but okay, that's fine. And there is one more problem I will tell you. So the problem is, initially it was very easy to get. From my own experience, I'm telling it is actually very easy to get a AI role, because very few people can master it. It is very difficult, right? Because you need to know everything from scratch. So it was, in a way, it is, market demand was lot, but supply was less. And it is like, if you know at least some basics and little bit advanced, and easily you can crack AI interviews. But nowadays, because AI is integrated everywhere, you can see in every engineering branch, AI is integrated. Mechanical engineering with AI, this engineering with AI. AI is so common everywhere. Now everybody knows AI. It is so generic. The AI interviews are becoming difficult. That's what I faced. Like, they are asking everything. Their expectation is more as compared to the previous years, right? So you should be really strong. Then only you can crack. Superficial knowledge will not help you crack AI interviews. And that goes with everything. So now you can tell, okay, I'm a software engineer. Am I safe? Same with every domain, right? So in software engineering also, because of AI, a lot of the software engineers who learn AI, they can do a lot of things faster than you. So and I think you all will agree with me, for any role today, the interview patterns become, it is difficult now, because there are a lot of supply, and as compared to the demand, everybody is strong enough, right? It's like the same, like you have seen for the government peon position, everyone is applying. So same, like everyone is applying for AI right now. So there is so yeah, good and bad both. So I think we need to live with it. But yes, that is what is happening. So I believe the previous, like, yes, there are a lot of automation happened and a lot of things happened. But if we are achieving AGI, I don't want to demotivate anyone. In the last batch, I remember one student, and it's funny, and I just laugh, and it is very much like sad also. But one student was very angry because I told in the very initial class, I told about the fact what I can see in market. I told the fact, like, okay, there will be a lot of competition and all that. And he argued, okay, you are teaching us and then you are demotivating and telling this AI will not give us job and all that. So why should we learn? You should not demotivate the students. You should tell all good things. I did not tell him anything, but I know what is happening in the industry. And people like those are fools. You should know the reality and prepare yourself, right? Otherwise, the IT industry overnight, you will be laid off. So you should be prepared, right? You should not close your eyes and think, okay, everything is very rosy. It is not rosy. You should accept the fact and accordingly you will prepare. And I'm telling you, it is not rosy. I am the bright example. The moment I upload my CV, it's not any story I'm telling. The moment I upload my CV, every day I used to get 5, 10 calls. Now, the moment I'm uploading CV, weekly I am getting calls, not every day. And even if I'm getting calls, and I can just show you every day I attend interviews just to make myself up to date. I have a new interview coming up with some Jumio or something. But anyway, what I'm trying to tell you is everything they're asking. Starting with generative AI, starting with simple linear regression till generative AI cloud level. Are you getting? So that's the level of interview you have to face when you are applying for AI roles. And that is the reality. Why I'm saying you have to prepare very really nicely. Otherwise, everyone is preparing. So if you are not that much prepared, randomly if you go for interviews, you cannot crack. And the good thing is, interviews are not difficult. Trust me, they ask you very simple, basic, fundamental questions. Trust me, you will, when you go to interviews, you will remember me. What is quantization? What is RAG? Basic questions only they will ask you. The problem is AI is so vast. If you have not prepared, you will even forget the basic concepts. And that's the main reason of rejection. So what you need to do is you should not focus on everything. You cannot achieve that. It's so vast. You focus on selected topics and go deeper inside it. That is called T structure. I always follow this T structure. This is the secret of cracking AI interviews. T structure means what? You learn ML, you know this, you know Power BI, you know SQL, you know Python, you know GenAI, you know deep learning, you know everything. But obviously you cannot be master in everything. Then you select few things. Like for example, GenAI is your strength. And along with that, NLP is your strength. In this too, you go deeper, right? And that is how you can crack interview. 2-3 subjects in deeper, and every subject at high level you should know. And that's the structure you need to follow. People, they just follow the straight line, they don't go in deeper and they get rejected. So in the straight line you will clear first round, okay, because first round is just basics and you can tell stories and you can clear. But second round, third round, you cannot clear. Trust me, they'll give you a lot of technical things you cannot answer. And if you know only T, some people are just T, means what? They know very specific thing, but in depth. Let's say NLP and GenAI, they know very in depth. This kind of people are even better than this kind of people. I think that if you are lucky, you may get some roles also, which are very specific to this, mostly research oriented roles, if you are lucky. But you are narrowing down, right? If there are 100 jobs, maybe 5 or 6 jobs need this kind of T structure where they need very efficient people who are very strong in one particular thing. But rest 90 to 95% of the jobs, they need a T structure because they themselves don't know what kind of project you are going to handle. Sometimes you will handle ML ops project. Sometimes you need to handle GenAI project. Sometimes you will handle some other kind of project, time series project. Inside organization, your team will change, your vision will change, strategy will change, data will change, client will change. So they cannot focus on one type of problems. So they need at least team. Means what? You are good at it, but if I give you this, quickly you can go inside. So that is the basically, and if you are in T structure, I think you can crack maximum interviews. And that is absolutely fine. You can tell, I am strong at this, I am not very sure on this. And wherever you are strong, you apply for those kind of roles. Are you getting? So this is the fundamental of success. These are the secrets. T structure, remember, few things you should be strong enough and other things you should know, right? Any doubt, any question, I think I'm talking so much, sorry, but this is what you need to prepare when you go for interviews, right? Okay.
Yeah, ma'am. Today is the last demo class, right, ma'am? Tomorrow
Today is
onwards,
the last demo class, and actually today so there will be a the problem is we have a lot of previous batch students. We need to share the link with them. We forgot to do that. That's why I have taken demo today. Otherwise, today onwards, I have planned to start the curriculum. Anyway, so tomorrow onwards, when you connect, I will give you the link. You can download the syllabus and we will start with the deep learning tomorrow onwards, right? Timing will be 7 to 9:30 every weekend, Saturday, Sunday. Tomorrow, let's connect at 7 a.m. and we will continue with our deep learning chapters, right? Okay.
One question I want to ask.
Yes.
So I just want to ask, like, using like AI is everywhere, generative AI. So like, if you know about market, you might be knowing more about the market. Like, what are companies trying to do in their, how they are trying to integrate AI in their business? Are they trying to expand some business models or something like that? How they are doing, and are they opening new things, or they are integrating with already established roles, like suppose someone is Spring Boot developer, so in the future he will be using some kind of generative AI tools for some already existing projects, for some AI related things also to be delivered to the client, something like that. And for those, like, are they trying to create the generative AI tools for their company themselves, or they're using some open source tools, or I mean, how they're trying to put it into their business?
Yeah, so I think this is a very specific to the company kind of question, but there are two kinds of company, right? One kind of company, they innovate and they contribute to the society. They build LLMs to be used by other companies, right? For example, let's take an example of Goldman Sachs, right? So they are very good at finance, and let's say JP Morgan, they have built their own LLM, Pinbot, right? So they have trained the existing LLMs with financial data, and they have created their own LLM, and they have contributed also. Others can also maybe use it, maybe free or open. So that's a different question. So these are one category. Other category of companies, they are trying to adapt, like they are trying to they're going with OpenAI, like Microsoft, or they're going with Google, or maybe hybrid. Most of the companies are nowadays using hybrid, and they are trying to build applications for their employee. So, but I can make sure one thing is happening right now is every company is now thinking in the direction of AI. That is for sure, which was not there. Like if you look at like 3-4 years before, many companies, that was the problem. Like skill was a problem because things were complicated. But now every company, I don't know, many company, I feel they really don't don't need it. Forcefully, they're trying to get into AI. And because of the pressure or because of their competitive, for example, I'm working in HP. Let's say Dell has done something in AI. That gives a lot of pressure to HP, right? So they also try to do something. So forcefully they want to do, but I feel like that is not needed only. But anyway, what is very common across industry is you go to service base, you go to product base, you go to manufacturing, go to e-commerce, go to anywhere. Every company is thinking in the direction of AI, right? And what I think is at very high level, if you just, let's say you are the CEO of that company, what should be going in the minds of CEOs? I don't know, but I am predicting or I'm thinking they are mostly, their main objective is automation. That's what I believe they are focusing on right now. Automation is the main thing that they want to achieve. But again, in a indirect way, because direct way, so for example, if somebody will tell me, Sasmitha, you build a AI tool which will, let's say, data scientist agent you build, I'll be first thing that I will come to my mind is, okay, I will build this tool, but what about me? This tool can replace me, right? Are you getting?
Yeah.
So that kind of, so agents, if you look into agents, I will not say we are in a level, like honestly speaking, all things are very much in hype. if you just go to the real ground, I think we are not reached to a stage like they can replace agents can replace completely. I still believe it is just a kind of human plus calculator kind of thing, right? So it is just will advance, it will enhance your, like it will help you. It's kind of assistant to you. It cannot really replace you today because there are a lot of problems. It will hallucinate. You cannot really trust. Security concerns are there. So we are at that stage, but I don't know what will happen in future. It is very scary. So if we really achieve, see, anything can happen. In 2000, if somebody will tell you ChatGPT kind of tool will come, will you believe in that time?
No.
No, right? But it happened, right? Similarly, we don't know. But if the AI systems are really becoming advanced in future, like they are targeting AGI, artificial general intelligence, if something like that happening, the main thing is reasoning. This is where the entire industries, the AI is struggling right now. Simple direct question, it is already achieved that. It can answer direct questions, but reasoning, we are very good at reasoning. We can think and answer, right? If it is not straightforward, we can relate, we can think, we can imagine, and we can answer. This is where the AI is struggling today. If this can be achieved, if the AI they can build, which can have the reasoning capability, right, like us, it is a bad news actually for us than a good news, because I think a lot of the roles will automate. Not only software engineering, I believe AI itself can automate AI. Are you getting? Many things will automate. But if it is not happening, then I think it is just a hype, and it is like you need to upgrade. What is happening? Let's say it is not happening. So what is the next thing? Everyone just needs to upgrade themselves and become little smarter in their own domain. Then you will survive. It's not like AI can replace you. It's a myth. Because I have seen in real time, there are a lot of challenges. Uh, it's all good for a toy model, right? But when you go for enterprise model, uh, I mean, again, it is specific to certain use cases, which is really awesome. But overall, if you look at the overall whole company, right? You still need human, like human needs to be present to validate. Basically human in the loop should be there. You cannot trust AI results. For example, you ask SQL agent you have built, and you have asked some question, what is the maximum sales happen in North America last quarter? It will give you, let's say, 2%. What is the guarantee it is telling you the truth? It can hallucinate, right? And who will validate that? Can you directly send this result to your client end user? They can sue. Like, it can create a lot of problems. So a human who is very good at SQL, strong in SQL, needs to validate the query generated by the model and tell that, okay, it is correct. He should go a thumbs up, then only it should go to the production or maybe the output level. So this is today. This is today. So if you ask me today, you just need to upgrade, and I don't think headcount maybe 10-20% they can reduce, but humans are human. AI cannot replace human because it is just a mathematical model, nothing much. It has no intelligence. It is all about some math model, and it cannot reasoning based question. It cannot answer today nicely. For example, before O1, if you just ask how many are in strawberry, it's such a simple question, but because it is just once you know the transformer architecture, you will understand what I'm saying. It will give you two R's. It's a very famous meme. But now I think they have corrected it. So you are understanding, right, what I'm saying? Today, you just need to upgrade and think about rest. All these things like AI will eat your job, this, that, this, that. I think this is just some rubbish. When you go for real time, it has a lot of challenges. Who will, like, we as a human, when we say or when we share AI results, the other humans are not trusting, isn't it? When you go to a stakeholder and explain the results generated by machine learning models, they will not trust you. Do you think they will trust the results generated by AI without human? Obviously, no. When a human is explaining, they are not understanding or they are not believing. Just a tool-based result, I don't think we reach to that stage where without humans, everything can run automatically. But the scary thing is we may reach there also, we don't know. And I mean, the way the progress is happening, the way you have seen OpenAI, right? Everyone left the company, right? Because And I have read one paper, it's all about data. So the models are very much fixed. There's nothing much to do there, right? It's all about, the game is all about GPUs and data, right? If they, I don't know what they're doing with our data. So, I mean, if they get something and we reached AGI, then that is a scary thing. That is not good. I mean, engineering will become like medical. You will not see lot of professionals entering into engineering because there will be very less skilled resource required rather than number. It is all quality and less people required to maintain the systems, which is
Yeah,
not
but
good.
then no one will study, and
Yeah,
yeah,
that
everything will be machine oriented, automated then.
yeah, automated. See, because it is like things are happening, so we need to believe that because it's not, you have seen self-driving cars are already functional in China. If you go to China, you will see that self-driving cars are running on the road. That is a
Yeah.
reality now. It's not a story. And flying cars are already a reality in Dubai, right? They have already started the project. And in India also they started, I think I have heard on news. So these are the reality. This is happening right now. So I think um, today we have not reached. If you're asking me today, I can guarantee you without human, at least I will, if I will become CEO, I will not use a complete system which is automated only by robots. No human is there to validate. It is hallucinating like anything in today's world. And the problem is many people, they don't know how to fine tune it, or they don't know how to improve the accuracy. And there is no solution to hallucination. Some papers say it will hallucinate and you have to live with it. And that's a good thing. If it is hallucinating, you need human, right? Who will validate? So you need human to validate. For example, it is generating a pandas query. If you are not strong in pandas, can you validate? No, right? So human is needed. So that's a good thing for us. If it is hallucinating, I believe in that. So you are a web developer. Can a machine replace you? No, because the code generated by the machine, who knows whether it is up to date or not? Who knows who will ask the right question? Who will validate? If it is not working, who will maintain it? And then again, who will share the results with client? Who will make the client understand? So there is something which is called communication, right? Till today, generating output is not the solution. Communicating the output is also a very important role. I think today we have not reached. So there is nothing like a human can be replaced. It's not only for AI, for anything. If you are a good software engineer, you are a good web developer, you are a good like database engineer, AI can help you, but cannot replace you because it will hallucinate. And you should be there to validate that it is correct without showing enterprise solution. Without sharing the results with your client, you have to validate the result. You cannot just take the output and share. Are you getting? We cannot simply take the output and share today. We need to validate. That's the reason humans need to be present. And the layoffs are happening because you are not upgrading. It's not because AI is taking your jobs, because you don't know AI. That's why you are getting laid off. If you are strong at AI plus your domain, I think company needs a human today. They cannot simply rely on AI. And there are a lot of problems in AI also. When you create applications, you will get to know yeah. So again, in tabular data, it is not needed. Simply machine learning will work, right? So
I
I
have a
think I've
question.
Sasmitha, I have a question. This is Radha. Okay. So currently I am part of test automation. Okay. There are some tools like Selenium or Test Complete. Okay. It doesn't have any, those are open source tools and it doesn't have any Gen AI features. So like from this particular course, what I'm expecting is, so can we develop any custom or unified or customized data models to support the Gen AI features in those kind of test automation tools?
I
Oh,
remember.
I want to say on this. I saw a course by Rahul Shetty. He's very famous for this test automation and all on Udemy. He has integrated some Gen AI into test automation, something, if you can follow.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah. So there is, we will do that. Radha, you will see we are building, I told you web crawler, remember? I will just write 2 lines of code. How many lines? You will count 2 lines. The entire web page screenshot can be saved. And that screenshot can be converted to text. That text, whatever marked down, based on that, the entire code can be generated. And from that, whatever you want, you can extract. So the entire web crawling is automated. And I can guarantee you it is very good way it is automated. I have used it. I remember Selenium, that division and going inspect and then going inside searching. Because I have collected some data for one of my competitive intelligence project in 2017, it was like taking around 10 to 20 days to kind of complete the web scraping project. But now you can do it in 1 day. So to answer you, yes, web crawling, any text data, not only web crawling, any kind of text is automated. And it is not like just like that it is automated. In a very, very good level, it is automated. Like if you will do, maybe you will fail. The AI will do better than you. I can give you in writing. The AI can do better than you, especially in this text space, right? Like the web crawling, you can create agents. It will, and I was just going through some of the research that happened recently, especially with respect to this web crawling. Before, what it was doing is, it was just like going to websites and crawling the things and giving it the results like in whatever format you want. But now what it is doing is, it is taking the screenshot of that site that you really, let's say, what you need is, let's say you need reviews, right? To be collected. Entire page screenshot it is taking, and then only reviews it is collecting. That advanced it is now at that level. You ask me, I'll tell you all the applications related to NLP. And yes, we will do that. We will build it. So if you want, I
It's
can.
the same for desktop applications also. Like let's say I have one application which I have installed in my system. Okay, so web is different and desktop is different, right? So let's say a Word or
Desktop applications, I really, honestly, I am not sure about it. I have not created anything, but web crawler, yes, it is very, very much automated. You just need to write 5 to 7 lines of tool and entire websites will be scrapped. And not only that, spider. So you can create a spider web where it will go from one website to another website, another website to another website. And what do you think, like all of these models, how they have trained? You think like they have gone to every website and collected data? No, they are using AI only to scrap the data, right? And I can show you some of the applications, agentic application where I'll tell you what we are going to build. One agent we will build, which will be like a test automation engineer. It will go to different websites that you have listed. It will collect the information and save it in a text file. Another agent will take the text file and it will do sentiment analysis and will give you the overall sentiment, positive, negative, and everything with keywords and word cloud and a knowledge graph. Not knowledge graph, just the sentiment. The third agent will take the same text and same sentiment words and it will create a knowledge graph for you so that you can visualize. The fourth agent will be a market analyst agent. You will give some topics to research. It will go to the Google, like how you will do. It will search for those topics in the Google. It will extract the websites automatically by itself. It will download the content. It will prepare a report. It will write it in a PDF and you can download it. That is the whole framework we will build. And you will be surprised, it will be built only by writing 20 to 25 lines of code. It's not difficult. It is difficult, but it is not like lengthy code. You need to understand the framework and then you can write. And we will build it, right?
yes.
And it will be using LangChain agent?
Yes, it will be using frameworks like AutoGen, Creo AI, LangChain and all that, right?
Okay.
And I have shown this, but the people whom I am showing this, every one of them were market analysts. So they got scared and they stopped the project. They did not approve it, but I have built it for my company, right? And it is not to replace them. And as I said, people are afraid because they don't know. Nobody can replace a market research analyst, right? It is just to help them. And so just to help them, but yeah, I mean, obviously you need to validate. Can you just use some tools market? And this is not fake thing. It will show you the source also, like from which website it has collected. So that will give you, but anyway, a lot of things you can build. So these things are little like texting. I think it's already advanced level, text and image, right? Anything related to text and image, the AI models are really good at it, right? Okay, so I have to, yeah, I have a hard stop. I need to stop now, but when you connect tomorrow, we will 30 minutes, okay? Okay, so no problem. Tomorrow when you connect, I will share with you the syllabus link you can download and we will start with deep learning. Also, after your class is finished tomorrow, I will answer all your queries, right? If you have any queries, I will answer all your queries, right? I have, yeah, I have a hard stop. I need to drop now. Yeah.
Hi, sorry, just one question.
Yes.
Is Python mandatory to know to proceed with this learning course?
Python is something which you should know, as I said, because every code that you will write is in Python. Having said that, if you have any other programming language, core Python only you need to learn. It's not a pure Python. We are going to write Python, but library-based Python means what? When you're writing LangChain, you will be writing LangChain oriented, like syntax will be LangChain type, right? When you are using, let's say Google Gemini. So when you download SDK and write code, there is a structure, like it's not like the normal. Yes, Python is important, but what I'm saying is you can understand if you know basic Python. That's the summary. If you have basic Python understanding, I think entire course you will understand. But without knowing anything, I think I will suggest you there are 5 to 6 days. Please go through the basic concepts and I think you will be understanding all other things.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. We'll connect tomorrow.